I think what feels like to me missing the hire on the second time around puts you in a really, really ugly place, whether you go to a new coordinator or stick with this one.
To answer Sean's question, want and be okay with Nick Caley's return are very different things. I would be okay with Nick Caley returning and then kind of keeping things and hoping that there's growth within that and a little bit more. I'm also totally fine if DeMeco Ryans wakes up tomorrow and says, you know what, F this, I'm hiring my friend Mike McDaniel, and he's going to run the offense. And CJ had this type of offense a couple of years ago, and hopefully he picks it up. And if he can't, screw him too, and I'll move on from him. Whatever DeMeco Ryans wants to do with the offense, he wants to go back to the Shanahan system via somebody else that he's familiar with, that he likes, sure. If he wants to keep Nick Caley and try to draw the most out of the direction Nick Caley wants it to take it and have 2026's season be a make or break for not only the quarterback, but also the offense coordinator and everybody associated with it, I understand that too.
I also do wonder, like, Mike McDaniel's going through coaching process, so you don't know what is or isn't available. So let's say that Mike McDaniel, I think he's interviewed for 2 head coaching gigs. Like, if he doesn't get it, then all of a sudden Mike McDaniel looks at the offensive coordinating opportunities, and it's like, okay, say what we want about CJ Stroud, say what we want about a lot of things, but I would probably say that a team that is like kind of on the cuff of whatever the Texans are at, if you want to get back to being a head coach, is probably a little bit more appealing than a lot of the opportunities. And I mean, maybe you can put the Chargers in that mix or whatever, but that might be another factor to it. They might not even know if Mike McDaniel's a possibility.
Oh, that's because for someone like him, you know, you come here and you're the guy who repairs CJ Stroud. You know, that he'd be one and done.
With an incredible defense as a backstop too.
Yeah. Because you're going to be doing it on big stages if that defense is what it is again for another year.
I will say I do not want the Houston Texans to enter in the we're hiring an offensive coordinator conversation. I would like the Houston Texans to hire somebody clearly to replace Nick Caley if they're going to do that. Mm-hmm. I don't want them to make that decision unless they know they're getting the guy that they have observed. Yeah.
Shop just to shop, but if Mike McDaniel is available, then I think it's a different conversation. That's
a phone call. You got to make a phone call. You got to make a phone call.
I mean, surely DeMeco Ryans could call right now and say, if it opens, are you taking it? Not do you want to interview? Not that, like, if it's open, do you want it? Yeah, if it's open, I want it. Cool. We'll fire Caley. We'll fulfill all the rules for hiring, and then we're hiring Mike McDaniel.
And the beauty is that's Black Mike, man. You already checked one off, man.
Yeah. You might get a draft pick out of this.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Look, thinking 3 steps ahead. I see you, Sean.
I feel like 90% of the chat needs to know what we're talking about.
Mike McDaniel is half black, so
yes, and that was especially fun coming off the Brian Flores suing the pants off of the Dolphins off of discrimination. They were like, you're black, right? Come here. We can hire you. Come on. Shout out to Black Mike.
Now he's just California sober.